Welcome to the Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins. It's Tuesday, so here's a whole bunch of news. Do you leak? You will. Not even the Dark Knight is immune to the great leak adventure of 2016. A leak of an Arkham HD Collection hit the web yesterday, courtesy of an anonymous email from a GameStop employee to Eurogamer. The email revealed the existence of the collection, which will feature versions of Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, optimized for current-gen consoles, along with the DLC for both games. According to the email, the game is supposed to go online for pre-orders today, with the actual game hitting in June. All seems to have been confirmed so far by a brand new Peggy listing for the game, also listing April 19th for its date. Dark Souls 3 has only been out for a week here in the US, but that week has been a big one for the record books for Bandai Namco. The hack-and-slash RPG for masochists is now the company's fastest-selling game ever, with what they're calling an incredibly strong first week of sales. It also holds the title of Namco's best launch date in the company's history. That means it's selling faster than The Witcher 3, also published by Bandai Namco, along with the Tekken series, Soul Calibur, Ni no Kuni, Dragon Ball Z, the Tales games, and shockingly, Wii's Hello Kitty seasons. Although, Ni no Kuni, how did that happen? Who is the sexiest Pokemon of them all? Japanese fans recently decided that burning question because of course they did. The poll was conducted by Research Plus in Japan, asking Pokemon fans to rank the most handsome and most skilled Pokemon. According to the poll, the Pokemon most emblematic of looks and skill is Mewtwo. This makes sense because Mewtwo was created by science to be amazing in battle and extremely good looking. And those Mega X and Y forms are even sexier, I guess, if you're into that sort of thing. The poll ranked a total of 20 Pokemon, with Lugia, Charizard, Lucario, and Suicune coming in 2nd through 5th behind Mewtwo. Coming in 20th place, Zoroark, the Dark-type Pokemon. In a total travesty, Magikarp nowhere to be found in the results. That fish got robbed. Moving on to even more scandalous territory, a new smart bed has been announced that will track your sexy times, Pokemon not included. The Smartress, yes, that is its real name, will detect when your bed is being used for extracurricular activities. If you think they're collecting this information for your own edification, maybe to help you improve how often you're getting some, well, you'd be wrong. The actual reason the Smartress tracks the horizontal mambo is so you can find out if your significant other is cheating on you. According to the website, the Lover Detection System makes this bed the first deception detection bed on the market, helping you fight the, quote, global infidelity crisis. Perfect for those with trust issues and terrible for those with pets. You can rest comfortably at night and have some kind of peace of mind during the day. If your partner isn't faithful, hey, at least your mattress is. Maybe someone should grab one from you too. I mean, much to end for his own good, right? It's easy to draw a line between an infidelity bed and Game of Thrones. So here we are at the next story. With the show's 6th season premiere right around the corner, reports are coming out that after this season runs its course, there may only be 13 episodes left for Game of Thrones in total. Speaking with Variety about the future of the series, showrunners David Benioff and D.B. Weiss said they may run 2 shortened seasons of 6 and 7 episodes apiece, down from the normal 10. This could mean that after this season, the show would wrap up with seasons 7 and 8. It's kind of a shock that there could be just over a normal season worth of episodes left, especially considering how many more books George R.R. Martin is still planning on writing. It'd be hard to make a joke here about whether or not he'd still be writing book 6 when the show ends, but we had to go back and rewrite it a whole bunch of times. It'll be ready when it's ready. Speaking of unending results, filmmaker James Cameron has officially announced his insanity. Oh, and he's also making 4 new Avatar movies. That's right, Pandorans. The Avatar trilogy is now going to be pentology? Pentology sounds right. Whatever the word is, though, it's too long. The next 4 films were released in 2018, 2020, 2022, and 2023, because we haven't had enough of blue aliens. It's totally believable because so far Cameron has been really on track with that December 2014 release date for Avatar 2. Seems like every few years he delays it and adds another movie to the list, so we can probably expect Avatar 6 to be announced in 2018. And no Avatar 2 in sight. As for how they're going to pull this off, Cameron said in a recent interview with Monsters of Filmland that they're going to be shooting all 4 movies simultaneously. On the production schedule, Cameron says, "It's going to be probably the most challenging thing I've ever done. Even harder than counting to 3 movies, apparently." Ken Levine, legendary game creator and director of BioShock and BioShock Infinite, has announced a new interactive film project with an equally legendary sci-fi property, the Twilight Zone. Levine, who was a big fan of the series growing up, will be writing and directing a new interactive live-action Twilight Zone movie that will, quote, explore the spaces between movies and games. He's joined on this venture by Interlude, a company that's made a recent name with interactive video projects like the Hulk vs. Ant-Man Super Bowl commercial. For Levine, he's looking forward to experimenting with making movie watching a sit-forward experience more akin to gaming. And if any of you are worried that this is the reveal of Levine's new video game, it's actually just a side gig, so his mystery game is still moving forward. Unless the twist at the end of the Twilight Zone movie is that you've been playing his new game all along. In which case, we'd probably kindly rage. A lawsuit between Trendy Entertainment and Wildcard Studios over Ark Survival Evolved has finally been settled. The lawsuit, filed back in December, concerned what Trendy deemed to be improper behavior by one of its former employees, Jeremy Stieglitz, who eventually went on to maybe co-found Wildcard and steal a bunch of Trendy's employees, allegedly. It's all a little bit unclear. The terms of these settlements aren't always available to the public, but Stieglitz's wife, Claire, who was a central figure in the case, posted on Twitter that Trendy wanted $600 million in damages. She also allegedly shared in a DM with a fan that the settlement they reached was for $40 million. DM with a fan. And then she was surprised it somehow got out. Girl must be new to the internet. That $40 million takes the game out of Trendy's crosshairs, though, and ensures its continual run on Steam. So, hey, you can go back to outrunning dinosaurs and playing another survival clone until the next big one hits early access, which will probably be, any minute now. Apparently, Spider-Man is the great equalizer when it comes to comic book movies. First helping bridge the rift between Sony and Marvel, Spidey is now being rumored to repair another great studio divide, Marvel and Fox. According to Superhero Hype, the creative minds behind Deadpool, including director Tim Miller and X-Men producer Simon Kinberg, are openly pushing for an appearance of Spider-Man in a future Deadpool film. Initial talks have reportedly begun between Fox, Sony, and Marvel to see if the Merc with the Mouth and the Web Slinger could fight bad guys together on screen in what would probably be the biggest one-liner competition in film history. So far, these talks haven't progressed much farther than we've asked for it, but hey, it's an exciting possibility all the same. Who knew Spider-Man would be the agent of peace in the comic book universe? At this rate, Zack Snyder's going to be starting to ask for him in Justice League, and he'll get him. So that's our roundup for the first part of the week. Come back for more news you might have missed on Thursday, in addition to all our regular weekly coverage. And for more updates on sexy Pokemon, clandestine bed apps, Game of Thrones news, and more, like this video and subscribe to The Know. Yeah, we did it. Happy Tuesday. I'm so tired.